In this video, I'm creating a blue-themed book nook with a new bookcase template from my store. Let's go! Hello my lovely ravens and welcome back to another video. Here you can see me creating the bookcase. We're diving right in. This bookcase template is now available in my Etsy store, and I think over time I will add some new covers. So the cover you can see that goes onto the top of this bookcase is on the right hand side. This is the bookcase without the cover, and it is quite a modern kind of Billy IKEA bookcase, and this cover goes at the front, and you can paint it in any color that you like. If you head on over to my Etsy store, you can see various color variations in that one. For the wallpaper of this miniature, I'm going to use this blue wallpaper and this very dark blue carpet. I have cut the wallpaper and the flooring to size, and now I'm just going to glue that in. Because I want this bookcase to be a white, I am starting with gesso so that it covers a little bit more of that burnt wood. And then I start adding a bright white on top of this gesso. But in the end, I think it is a little bit too stark for my liking, and I end up painting it ivory, which is basically an off-white, but a little bit warmer. I found this miniature chair at a miniature show quite some years ago now, and it is resin 3D printed. I absolutely love how it looks, and I thought it was the perfect chair for this miniature. I'm painting the tufting blue, as you can see, and the chair itself a white to start with, but then I will make that also into that ivory color. You can see that the cover of the bookcase here already has that ivory color, and now I'm going in with the details, which will be gold. And of course, we cannot forget the gold accents on the chair as well. To give it a little bit more dimension, I'm going to add some shading. I'm using watered down black acrylic paint and then wiping that down with a cloth. To add a little bit more detail and depth to the bookcase, I'm adding in some chalk pastels just so it's easy to layer on the bookcase in the corners, and it is a little bit more natural looking. Then out of my selection of all these printed pages, I'm going to grab some papers with all these books and going to cut them out and make a gazillion books. Now this box is a box that I use when I make miniature books, and I already had some cut out here as well. So I'm just taking a little bit from everywhere and start creating miniature books. I am using craft foam. This is easy to cut, it's lightweight and not expensive. So there we go. I am using Fabri-Tac glue to glue the pages or the covers of the book to the foam. And once that's dry, I can just trim that to size. With a fat felt tip marker, you can basically use any felt tip fat marker for this, or some paint. I am adding some aging to the pages and the sides, so it looks a little bit more realistic. And here we have all the books that I made for the bookcase. I also found this frame in my stash. It comes in a 2-pack and it's, I think, from Portacraft, I think. You can buy it here at the dollar store. And I am just going over with some black acrylic watered down paint to make it a little bit more aged. And then go over with my finger and some acrylic paint. I only wanted it on the raised areas, and this is a little bit easier than going in with a brush because I didn't want brush strokes. So I'm adding the other gold paint because it is a different kind of gold that I was using. And then I got this image, and it is royalty free, by the way. And I'm adding some Mod Podge. I'm going in 2 directions with the Mod Podge, up and down, and then left to right once the up and down is dry. And this is so it creates this canvas effect. So there we have that, and then I'm gluing that to the back of the frame with some hot glue, and then it's ready to go into the miniature. I 3D printed a little pot because I wanted to have a plant in the bookcase. So I'm painting that with that ivory paint again, and then the rim of it with gold, and then I'm going over with a glossy paint, or varnish rather. And this varnish is also on the bookcase and also on the chair itself. I've recently got these skulls. I think I got them from Temu, and they are perfect for miniature bookcases to add a little bit of interest. Then from a piece of foam, I roll this up and glue it together with Fabri-Tac glue. And I'm going to put that inside the plant pot so I can stick the plant inside, or actually the hanging moss that kind of creates the plant in the plant pot. And it's the same foam, craft foam, that I used for the books, for making the inside of the books. Adding some brown with one of the brown markers that I have, but then I found that no, I need to add some soil. So this is the moss, and then behind that you can see a bag with, there we have it, the soil, which is just used black tea that I'll let dry, and I store that in, when it's completely dry, in a plastic baggie, and it's perfect for soil in miniatures. And because the foam is in the plant pot, I can just push this moss stuff. Yeah, what is it? It looks a little bit like threads from wool yarn. That's what it looks like and what it feels like. It's very soft, and I can just push that into the foam with some glue. And then it's time to add all the books to the bookcase. It is a lot of work making all these books, but I really like the result of individual books and placing them however I see fit in a bookcase. And you can see that for some I placed them individually, and for some of them I had made clusters before and then gluing the entire cluster inside the bookcase, so it's a little bit easier to place and glue together this way. Then for a finishing touch, I need to add some skirting boards at the top and the bottom of the miniature, and let's go to the final result, shall we? If you made it this far into the video, let me know by leaving a blue heart emoji in the comment section. I really enjoyed working on this miniature. Let me know what you think and what you would like to see me create in the future. All my socials are in the description box, and if you're new here, welcome. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe so you don't miss out on any future videos and become part of the Raven family. Thanks so much for watching, stay safe, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!